What's up, guys, and Happy New Year. Sorry about the Christmas vlog. Christmas was rough for me.
Very.
And I couldn't really get much done on that vlog because I was also miserable.
Very.
So, 2 days before Christmas, I got home from work, and right up in here just started hurting really bad. And I couldn't function, and it was not like a consistent pain, but it was there.
Couldn't function.
Really, you gonna make fun of him?
Yeah.
Alright. And I had moments where I was fine, moments where it was horrible. Pain relievers weren't rarely even taking the edge off. And that lasted for about a week before I completely broke down and went to a dentist because I'm teeth pain, dentist. Yeah, it turns out I had a sinus infection. So, I guess usually, I'm used to sinus infections because I get them all the time. But we've got sinuses here and here. I guess usually for me, the sinus infections are up here, and I've never had it here. But it's actually looking like I'm gonna have a trip up to Fort Worth this week because my retainer on the top doesn't even fit anymore in the area from where it was hurting. So I think what happened was there was enough pressure on the roots that it started to move my teeth enough to where my retainers don't fit. I was in miserable pain, so Friday I uploaded that vlog for Christmas, and I was miserable. I was crying while doing that. I had stuff done. I just exported it. I'm like, you know what, at least it'll be something to get up. So that's kind of the update and what's been going on with me. I've been miserable. Usually when the pain gets worse, I either go into a trance and just kind of zone out, or I sleep. On all the car trips, I was sleeping. You can ask him. I was asleep when it would happen, and then I'd get better and I'd wake up. But I'm glad we figured that out. I'm doing better. That was a little bit of the update. It's New Year's now. It's actually January 1st. We just got done grocery shopping. We got wedding pictures back, so we're going through that stuff. Any Max updates? He's deciding to be quiet today. Are you not going to even say one word? I promise this vlog was his idea. We're on a bumpy road. But yeah, that's the update of what was going on. Did that. Another update from this week. Our apartment complex turned off the water to the washing machine and didn't let anyone know, and it was because the freeze. We had a bunch of pipe. I guess a lot of the washing machine pipes burst from being in the cold. So yeah, that's kind of that. So Max had to earlier this week get down on his hands and knees and wash our clothes by hand. We're about to have to do that again because we need all of our uniforms washed and we got nothing. Yeah, we'll catch you later. We're actually heading home. We're going to FaceTime with my family for a bit. Work on putting all of our wedding pictures in our album. We got all of our wedding pictures. Yeah, he's singing. Oh, there's a little kid. Oh, those are blue wheels. I like that. Yeah, we'll catch you later. What's up, guys? I think the last thing you saw might have been me trying to use the Navage on my nose. I got miserable last night and Max took me to the ER. It was urgent care / ER. Turns out it's not only a sinus infection, but it's also an ear infection. And so I was prescribed stronger antibiotics, given a steroid shot, and given a steroid to start in the morning. The funny part was the steroid shot, which I've had this one before, but they gave it in my hip last time. This time they put it in my arm. And I see why they put it in the hip. I really do. Max got a good laugh out of it. He really did. I did end up we didn't get home till like almost 2 a.m. I did get a note to get out of work for the day to rest, because I obviously need it. So that's kind of the update. I'm gonna see if I can work on the nightstands, because it's bugging me and I just want them out of the way and into their place. So might get a time lapse of that. We'll see. What's up, guys? It's been a couple days. Last thing I believe you saw was we were putting the nightstands together, which, by the way, we've got to take one completely apart and rebuild it because 2 things are now backward. But we've been dealing with another situation where it keeps pooping in his crate, laying in it, and I just had to buy a new pad because the other one was just ruined. Also, I had to give him a bath, which took 3 shampoos to get him at least somewhat clean. And I had to go clean the bathtub and take a shower myself because I'm covered in grossness. I was covered in grossness, so we're trying to figure out what to do, what changes to make around here to help him out, because it's just too much. He has now had 3 baths within 3 weeks, so this is kind of getting ridiculous. Health update. My teeth aren't really hurting much anymore. The steroid, I can tell when the steroid wears off because my tooth starts hurting. But I'm getting better. I'm taking 6 of my 21 doses of my antibiotic. Work was rough. Long story short, I think I might also have an upper respiratory infection from all of this. So that's making any talking thing, like having to talk too much, like being unregistered, it's making it difficult because I'm getting short of breath. It's also hard being unregistered just because of the ear infection. My hearing is like muffled. So that's been interesting. Thankfully, I'm off today, so I get a little bit of rest. Well, I'm supposed to be getting rest before I go back again tomorrow, but a certain little turd is making it impossible for me to get rest. Russet, look here. Hey, bud. But, I'm over this. Kind of wish Max did clean up at least some of it when he got home last night and noticed it, because it was bad. And I should not have been left alone to do that, but I did bathe Russet by myself, so that's one of those things Max has to do, and so we're gonna go from here. I'm just gonna put my foot down to Max. We gotta get this apartment cleaned. It's not helping any. There's no way around this. So first I'm gonna fix my hair from the shower, and then I'm gonna start working on taking Christmas down. Hopefully by the time I have to leave for the chiropractor, I can get his crate out here and set up so that we can get it out of the bedroom. I'm about to have to diffuse a bunch of different oils to try to calm the stench in here down. I'm really convinced some of this is why I've been so sick lately. So yeah, we'll see. What's up, everyone? So I'm actually working on the video that's you're watching. Yeah. So update on everything. First of all, Christmas has been taken down. Russet is there. He seems happy. You happy, boy? Huh? we're finally getting laundry done properly. Thank you to our neighbors. Yeah, it turns out we actually had a pipe burst in our laundry room with the washer. The apartment complex didn't even know, even though we reported not having a working washer. They started fixing it today. It's still not fixed. Max is going to be on there tomorrow. Make sure it gets done because we need it. But our neighbor's letting us do laundry there. So yesterday after I bathed him, I was so out of breath that when I had to take him out, I just went next door and they're so super sweet. And they took him out for me so that he'd get to go out. And they could tell I was so out of breath. Health-wise, I'm doing a lot better. I took my last steroid today. The one thing I've noticed the past 3 mornings is I'm usually out of breath up and through a little bit past the time I take my second antibiotic for the day. So I don't know if there was a steroid combination with the antibiotic that was causing me to get short of breath super easily, but when it's later in the day and it's just the 2 antibiotics, I'm fine. I'm a lot better. I say that, but now I'm gasping for air. So hopefully, I only lasted 20 minutes on register today, but they're finally working around the fact that everyone's been on so much that they're starting to try to rotate more. So that's helpful, and I'm happy about that. But I was put on for 20 minutes today. I was just toughing it out, not complaining whatsoever. And then the line got almost dead, and so I was just like, hey, you can jump off again. It's not put back on since, but I'm hoping that, now that the steroid's done, I'm starting to feel better. This morning was the first morning I woke up and the steroid either hadn't worn off or it did, and I couldn't tell because my tooth just wasn't hurting this time. So I think I'm headed in the right direction. I still have up until, I think, Monday or something for finishing the antibiotic, but I'm starting to feel better. I'm not feeling as crappy as I was. So that's a step in the right direction. And we've got Mr. Max over here on his phone, being extremely quiet, paying no attention to me, but now he's smiling. Say hi. Say hi, Max. That was not the reaction I was hoping for. So yeah, ultimately we're gonna end the vlog here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click that post notification bell. Comment down below if you've dealt with anything like this where you go into the dentist with tooth pain and came out with sinus infection. You can follow us on Instagram. It's linked down below. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.